After shifting his focus to new construction, Walter began researching various builders, communities, and locations. That's when he discovered Painted Prairie, a community developed by New Home Co., which truly caught his attention. So, what was it initially that grabbed your attention about the Woodrows at Painted Prairie Community?
This community is very close to the airport and it's close to downtown. And it is only a few 20 minutes drive to my work.
And not only the location, but you were showing us some of the features of the community, the park. Did you enjoy just some of the parts of the HOA?
It's really big. There's so much to do up here, so many trails. They do events, concerts. That attract me buying here.
What about the design and the build of the homes?
Yes, it's very unique, very solid, strong, and it's perfect because it's not the builder who I bought it from. The homes, they're not attached. It's sitting by itself, so it's perfect.
Please tell us more about the Painted Prairie community and why it stands out from other communities in the area. It was very obvious to me when I walked around the community that there's some pretty incredible perks to living here.
There really is, yeah. I appreciate you saying that. So Painted Prairie is a master plan community. And if you're familiar with this area, I would say that's the one thing we have no shortage of, right? One of my favorite clients to work with is when people are new to the state, because it's so fun to be able to not only explain why my community is so cool, but the proximity to the light rail, the proximity to downtown Denver, right? How quick it takes, the commute to get to the mountains. What I would start off with saying is even though there are multiple master plan communities out here, each one is really marketed to a different lifestyle. So to give you an example, Painted Prairie really prides itself on a couple different things, one of which is having more open space and parks than just about any community out here. When you move in here, and this is a really key thing to point out, these parks are in, they're existing, they're here now. Many times you'll go to a master plan community and they show you this beautiful marketing brochure of what's going to be in over the next 10 to 15 years of production. And what I tell you is that's accurate, and those things are going to be wonderful. So I would say when you're picking out these master plan communities, a community like Painted Prairie offers a lot of advantage in the fact that those amenities are here now, right? So it's a plug and play, right? You move in and you're ready to go. So what we have here and what we've always had here are the usual suspects, right? We have McDonald's and Chili's and Popeyes. What we don't have is a cool restaurant to walk to that you can go get a bottle of wine, a good date night dinner. We don't have cute coffee shops and breakfast spots, places like that. So I'll tell you, this town center right in the heart of Painted Prairie is going to be an amazing amenity for this community and the surrounding communities here.
You mentioned to me several times that you were impressed by the craftsmanship of the builder, New Home Co. What set New Home Co. apart from some of the other homes and builders you were considering?
That they did in the house, outside and in. It came with blinds, all appliances, washer and dryer. So it was perfect for me.
And you also mentioned some of the smaller things with some of the landscaping in the front and then putting the landscaping tarp down in the back, just small things that you really appreciated.
Yeah, and then it's pretty much set up to whatever I want to do next year. And I don't have to do any landscaping in the front. And I don't have to do any landscaping in the back because I have the garage.
Walter was specifically impressed with the craftsmanship of the homes. What aspects of design and build quality do you think make New Home Co. properties distinctive?
Even if you haven't looked at new homes in just a year or maybe two, are so different. We have smart home features where we can dim all the lights, we can turn them all off, we can turn them all on from vacation, right? We can open our garage door, we can lock our doors, we can dim the lights, we can turn on the stereo. What I'd tell you varies drastically from builder to builder is the process. And the process, I mean, of a buyer coming in, picking out a home of their dreams, all the way to the day that they move into the home. A buyer would come in, we would show them this beautiful model home, typically full of a lot of upgrades that weren't included in the price. And we would work with them with basically a menu. So we would say, all right, we have homes that range in square footage from blank to blank, right? We have home sites that are on parks, we have home sites that are on cul-de-sacs, we have home sites that are off the street. As the buyer would say, well, I like this plan, the salesperson or the builder is just adding up the totals, right? So when that same buyer walked into a model home with a sign that said from the 400s, and when they get a printout from the guy on the other side of the desk that says, the home you built was 620, right? There's that look of, wait a minute, I didn't want to buy a $620,000 house. I came in off the sign off the 400s. It's happening because of the builder's process. So what I'll tell you what we do at New Home Co. One, everything is included in the price. When you walk into our model is identical to the ones that we build. We can really focus on the things that are important to them. And I don't have to worry about breaking the bad news later that what they're describing costs more than what I told them. 2, it makes us very predictable. So if you could think about it like this, if I don't have to assemble a base price, a lot premium, a list of optional features, right? I know the end price today, which means the buyer knows the end price today, which means the lender knows the end price today. We can budget, right? We know how much the payment's gonna be. We can make a good decision. We can lock an interest rate, right? We can apply incentive funds to make those payments better. So having those dates, being reliable, being predictable, those are the things that make a builder a better match for somebody than another.